Hello, my name is Jasmine Puerta, and I will be presenting Women's Suffrage Amendment 19. Amendment 19. In the Constitution, it states that no one will be denied the right to vote because of their gender. This means that men and women are treated equally when it comes to voting. This is where women's suffrage comes from. Suffrage meaning the right to vote. On the day November 5th, 1872, a woman walked into a polling place and casted her vote. She knew she was going to face a federal offense for committing an act of legal defiance. Her name was Susan B. Anthony. Susan B. Anthony fought for women's rights for 65 to 70 years. Susan B. Anthony did not want to grow up being unnoticed to the world, but she wanted to be known for creating something big, and she thought that everyone should be created equally under the law. In the 1870s, Susan B. Anthony joined the Daughters of Temperance. There she met Elizabeth Cady Stanton, who opened her eyes to society and gave her a sense of direction. Elizabeth Cady Stanton organized the first ever women's rights convention. She also issued the Declaration of Sentiments. This proclaimed the full equality of women having the right to vote. Fun fact, the Declaration of Sentiments was signed by women and men. 68 women signed and 32 men. This shows that not only women wanted equality, but same as men. Process of creating Amendment 19. It took many years to create Amendment 19, and the activist Susan B. Anthony was unable to see it while she was alive. One day Susan met with President Roosevelt and asked him for a favor, and that was to make women's suffrage an amendment during his presidency. After Susan B. Anthony's death, it took 14 years to make Amendment 19. At first, Wyoming was the only state that allowed women to vote. There was only one person that was for Amendment 19. Tennessee was the state that had to tip the scale for Amendment 19. At the convention, the vote was 48 to 48. Women's Rights Convention. From July 19th to July 20th, the Seneca Falls Convention was held. This was the first women's rights convention, held in the year 1848. The meeting was set up by a group of Quakers. They sent out an invitation saying, "A convention to discuss the social, civil, and religious rights and condition of women." An estimated amount of 300 women and men attended. This was not the first time women were fighting for rights, but this one was going to be big and life-changing. After came the list of 11 resolutions. This said that women should be created equally as men. Even though the Declaration of Sentiments was mainly directed to women's right to vote, it also included things like equal educational opportunities, the right to property and earnings, the right to the custody of children in the event of a divorce or death of a spouse, and other important social, political, and economic rights. How women's suffrage affects us today. Pros. Women's suffrage allows women to vote all the way from local to federal elections, and even be voted for in these elections. This has gotten women more notice and more job opportunities. Many life-changing celebrities are women and have been role models to many other people. Cons. Even with this amendment put into place, many women are still deprived of their rights. The amendment says that nobody will be deprived of their rights because of their gender, but one of the best examples I can give is LGBTQ. They are given less opportunities sometimes when it comes to jobs because they are not on the basis of sex when it comes to male and female. Same as women, where they are not given certain jobs because they're female. My opinion. Women's suffrage has been impacting for over 100 years now, and without this, many advantages for women would not exist, like the right for a woman to own her own business or property. The right for a woman to vote was just a platform for all the other privileges today. And without the 19th Amendment, I would not have been able to vote in the upcoming elections, which is a very interesting time. This is my bibliography. I used usconstitution.net, historyvolt.com, Google, the Law des Hommes, history.com, and nps.gov. Thank you.